Hey guys, it's Denise from LoomaHat.com, and in this video I want to show you how to knit the Chinese wave stitch. It is awesome on the front side and just as great on the reverse. It's a nice thick textured stitch that I think you guys will love and appreciate. It has great stretch, so you could use it for all kinds of projects, and best of all, it's really easy. So let's get started. Closed captioning is being provided thanks to Promise Learning and Shanti Styled Me. So for row 1, we're going to start with a row of knit stitches, and I always skip the first one for a clean edge, and I'm using the U-wrap version of the knit stitch. And to do this particular version, all you have to do is half wrap your peg and knit off. And again, you half wrap the peg and you knit off. And continue with this knit stitch, with this knit stitch until the end of the row. Row 2 is a bit more complex. We're going to purl one and slip one with yarn in front. Alright, start all my rows the same way. I skipped that first peg for a clean edge, so just ignore it. And then we're going to purl. And to purl, we're going to scoop the working yarn from the bottom of the loop, create a new loop, take the old one off, put the new one on, and pull. Now let me show you how to slip. We're going to take the loop off the peg and take the working yarn and put it behind the peg. So I lost my loop, I gotta get it back, sorry about that. Again, we're going to take that working yarn behind the peg and put the loop back on. Now that leaves you with a loose working yarn. It's basically not attached to your peg or your fabric. It's just going to lie on the fabric. Alright, now let me show you that 2-stitch pattern again, because you need to continue doing this pattern. You're going to purl one peg by scooping up the working yarn from the bottom and creating a new loop. You're going to then take the old loop off, put the new one on, and pull. And now you're going to lift that loop off the next peg and put the working yarn behind the peg and then put the loop back on. Now there is a YouTube video by Kimberly Kerrigan, and I'll put a link in the description, that shows you how to do the slip with yarn in front super easy. So all you have to do is scoop up the yarn as if you were going to do a purl stitch, but you don't take the loop off, you just take it behind the peg and then just pull on the yarn, and there you have it. Ta-da! You don't have to pull the loop off the peg. Now just continue the pattern, and you can use either one of the two versions of the slip one with yarn in front, and I'll show you that trick again at the end of the video. Row 3, like row 1, is just a row of knit stitches. So knit the row. So row 4 is like row 2, but we're going to start things a bit different. We're going to start with 2 purl stitches. So heads up. Again, I'm going to start on the second one because I want a nice edge, so I'm ignoring the first one, and I'm going to do 2 purl stitches. So there's one. Here's my second purl stitch, and I'm only going to do those 2 purls at the beginning. Then I go back to the regular slip one with yarn in front, and then I'm going to purl one, slip one for the rest of the row. After that, you're going to repeat rows 1 through 4 until you reach your desired length. And as promised, I'm going to show you the alternative to the slip one with yarn in front. With your hook, scoop up the working yarn to create a new loop, except you're not going to pull anything off the loop. You're just going to take that loop and put it behind the peg, and then pull on your working yarn until you feel that yarn go behind the peg completely and be loose. That's it. Genius, Kimberly. Awesome. Alright, now guys, remember that this was a stitch pattern and not a project, so for information on my cast on and bind off, go to LoomaHat.com /start my stitch patterns.